When my brother-in-law, Rabbi Lieberman, who was one of the shluchim of the Rebbe to Eretz Yisrael, when he got married, it was in Paris. At that time, his brother, my other brother-in-law, Reb Chaim Meir, was a shliach in South Africa. And he would like to come to the chassan of his brother. So he asked the Rebbe if he could come, and the Rebbe answered, HaTorah chasso al mameinim shel Yisrael. That the Torah is worried, cares about money of Yidden. In other words, it's cost a lot of money and he shouldn't come. When my in-laws went into Yechidus before the chassanah, my father-in-law was planning to ask the Rebbe the question again whether his son, Chaim Meir, could come to the chassanah, his son and the family, etc., etc. Before he went in, Rabbi Groner tells him, you cannot write anything in the zettel, b'chlal, only thing is asking for a bracha for the chassanah. So he wrote in the zettel, he's asking a bracha for the chassanah, but he also wrote, he's asking the Rebbe permission to ask a question. So when we went into Yechidus, the first thing the Rebbe said, he turned around to my mother-in-law, and he said to her, I received a letter from your mother that she was complaining why the Rebbe sent her grandson such a far place to South Africa. So the Rebbe said, I hope that your mother is not upset on what I did in sending your son to such a far place. So my mother-in-law answered, Avada, she doesn't have faribel. Not only that, she regrets she even wrote the letter. She feels bad that you wrote that letter. And then the Rebbe gave him the bracha for the chassanah. And the Rebbe did not react to this line that my father-in-law wrote, that he's asking permission to ask a question. So when he saw that the Rebbe didn't react to it, he says to the Rebbe, can I ask a question? The Rebbe understood what his question is going to be, that it's going to be about his son coming to the chassanah. So the Rebbe right away said, I already answered him. So my father-in-law said in a lotion of a joke, trying to start the conversation, he said, the Rebbe wrote that HaTorah chas al mameinim shel Yisrael. So that's Yisrael. Ich bin doch a Levi, I'm a Levi. So it doesn't apply to me. So the Rebbe smiled. And then the Rebbe said to him, I didn't know that it really bothers you. You really, really want it so much. And especially, I don't want that your mother-in-law, which means my shviger's mother, your mother-in-law, should be upset. Now, the Rebbe Bechlal had a special yachas to her, as I mentioned in one of the previous voice notes. And the Rebbe once wrote to me about her, Ziotos kosher verdient. In Yiddish, the Rebbe wrote that she deserved it 100%. So the Rebbe had a special yachas. So the Rebbe did not want that she should be upset. So the Rebbe said, I didn't know it's negayah to you so much, and especially I don't want that your mother-in-law should be upset. So therefore he said to him, if you will give the same amount of money that it will cost to bring him to tzedakah with a hisofa, with an addition of 10%, then he could come. And the Bifrad, the Rebbe repeated again that I don't want your mother-in-law to be upset.